Alright, time for our first doubleheader. Woo! And the connecting theme for this doubleheader is that they are both average to fine 2020 series, but both are fine in different ways. So let's get this started with the cat-human series Uchi Tama, Have You Seen My Tama? Which luckily for me isn't based on porn, but is a continuation of a family-friendly series from 1988. Thank God. As I don't think I could take another Nekopara for a second week. But I assume the 1988 series is probably about the same as the 2020 series. Loose adventures among the cast, usually around the fact that they are not humans, and are in fact cats and dogs, thus they won't understand human things. And maybe throw out a neat lesson about what an undercoat is, or that you should bang on your car hood to make sure no cats are up there. The cast is simple but easily recognizable. I almost want to liken it to Clifford the Big Red Dog. But I think that analogy illustrates my point. It's simple and wholesome. But it isn't going to win any awards, it's not high television. You'd be fine watching it, but it's not something you would go out of your way to watch. I can compliment it for going for a topic that most people will understand, or that it has all right character design, and that it makes the animals actually cute, or it went for the effort to do personalized ending screens. But for what? It's a series aiming for fine and perfectly meets the goal. What else do you want me to say? It's like trying to review a breath mint. It did its job and it didn't taste bad. What more do you want? The only other standout fact is a few good bits, such as learning Nora's backstory, or the weird bits where Bez's bandage falls off and causes some actual magic to happen for some reason. But that's a small percentage of the bits, and the rest are just like, man, cats and dogs like playing with toilet paper. Oh boy, let me get your Oscar ready, he says, his voice loaded with sarcasm. Watch an episode or two if you need a palate cleanser, or if you want to look at the cute animals. Moving on. Next up is the sports series Tamayomi, Baseball Girls. And let's be honest, most sports stories fall into one of two categories. You're either a Mighty Ducks or a Cool Runnings. Or if you want to make a manga/anime reference, at your peak, you're either Aisho 21 or Slam Dunk. So underdog in next sport who either upsets the tourney and prove that they got the fighting spirit to be champion, or underdogs do something you would think impossible, like upset a major team or perform better than they should, and show they got heart. There'll be a lot of messages on the importance of friendship and that you should believe in yourself, as well as a strong homoerotic subtext. Just like a Kuroko no Basket. Its homoerotic subtext was so strong it got itself temporarily banned from conventions. But anyway, the game is women's baseball. Our underdogs are Shin Koshigaya. Our mains are Yomi and Tamaki. Both are hoping to continue a childhood promise as a pitcher-catcher combo. Also, of course, there are several homoerotic pairings, so we can check all the boxes. Also, I checked this time, and it's slice of life, so I knew not to expect a canon pairing. Fool me once, shame on you. There's only 12 episodes, and it makes it about halfway through a Mighty Duck story. What really drags the series down is that it's very obvious that it had a lower budget and/or a quicker turnaround, as the series is lacking polish. Several action scenes see the degradation of the animation as they swap to a cheaper 3D animation. That's even on top of the fact that the animation does look a few years older. And I feel the models themselves have issues as the heads don't really match the bodies. Maybe it's just me, but the heads look more traditional anime-esque, and the bodies are more semi-realistic, thus making them feel blocky. Also, off-topic note, one of the animators clearly has a leg fetish. Not sure who, but trust me, I see you. But this is a shame, as the story, while fitting the previously mentioned mold, shows some promise. Yomi's an interesting character, being the core moral booster of the team, keeping the girls' moods up. And there are some promising side stories that can be done with the supporting cast, but I doubt, given the reception and the fact there was an animation oopsie on the first release of episode 4 of the Funimation run, that we will see a second season. Plus, I'm sure several possible fans will have trouble getting over the animation issues, as I know the very vocal anime fans have a very low tolerance for poor 3D animation. But you know what? Here's a special bonus review for the live-action film Aliens vs. Ninjas, which can also be found on Funimation, which I'm throwing in as it was going to end up in one of these anyway, so no reason to let it lie. If you enjoy B-movies, this is an alright watch. It's aliens, it's ninjas, it's aliens vs. ninjas. It knows what it is and provides that. A slightly fun B-movie. If that is your thing, and you want to diversify your lineup, and hit some Japanese B-movies, then here you go. If it's not, it isn't worth your time. Might as well just watch Uchi Tama. It's probably the best of the 3 series I reviewed today.